know I'm gonna get got. But I'm gonna get mine more than I get got though.
It is. It's all the way up. That's fine. You can see the bars there.
That doesn't change anything.
Then maybe not. We'll pick that up. Maybe. We are fucking live. Making the Spic podcast. I'm Andy. I'm the Mick.
I'm Matt. I'm the Spic.
I'm Evan, the Dark Knight.
And we just got done watching
Holy
fucking fight.
shit.
Gee golly.
Holy shit.
Holy snipes.
Holy shit.
Seriously.
Fuck me gay.
I don't like. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They were comparing. the. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Well, we got two fights.
I'm gonna dive in. First, they were comparing the Ronda Rousey fight to Mike Tyson. Yeah, as a whole maybe, but this McGregor Aldo fight went the complete, not opposite direction, but a different direction than I thought it would, because it was so fast, so quick.
Well, and this fight was built up to be it was built up to be like there was never a debate that it was going to go the distance, but it was like, dude, whoever wins, it's going to be back and forth. It's going to be back and forth for 4 or 5 rounds. See, brother.
Yeah, I mean, they thought it was going to go at least somewhere.
Well, and we just came off watching
The Rockhold
Weidman fight, which was
But I had fucking
called it
Rockhold.
in round 3.
I had Rockhold the whole fucking time.
both did, man.
Yeah.
The whole goddamn time.
He won in round 3.
He
both
won
did.
without a doubt in round 3 for sure.
He fucked him up. Rockhold beat the shit out of Weidman, and then we got pumped. The lights were down.
Yeah.
McGregor came out. The lights came down. McGregor came out looking good.
Well, yeah.
He looked a little nervous. Aldo came out looking focused as fuck.
I don't think Conor looked nervous at all. I'll give you fucking Aldo came out looking like a fucking champion, because he is. He knows how to act like a fucking champion. He's a fucking animal. He's a fucking savage. He came out zen as fuck. McGregor's got that fucking whole level. It's like
He has an aura about him.
In case you guys didn't watch the fight, biggest fight arguably in UFC history.
Yeah.
Here's exactly how it went. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The bell rings. They meet at the middle of the octagon.
They don't even touch gloves.
They don't touch gloves.
They don't. They respectively don't touch gloves.
Conor throws a phantom check jab, doesn't land, backs Aldo up a little bit. Aldo throws a little check jab, hits Conor, nothing big. Conor then throws a check jab on Aldo's nose, hits him, and then Conor throws a very short, very sweet left hook at the exact time Aldo is throwing a very wide left hook of his own. Conor's lands first, knocks Aldo out unconscious. Aldo's lands as he's going down, hits Conor, still cuts Conor, but Aldo goes out. Conor hits a couple hammer fists and it's over.
Well, here's the thing, like, you watch that in live, like, real time, it looks like Conor punches him in the fucking chest.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit him in the face.
Yeah, the replay.
He hit him so goddamn hard.
The replay,
in the fucking face. It looks like
You know what he said? He said beautifully, accuracy beats power,
Yeah, it's true.
precision beats speed.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
You can take 100 fucking punches, all you need to do is land one or what?
Everybody's got a button. If you hit, everybody's got a button.
What did Mike Tyson say?
Mine's right here.
Everybody has a plan until they get punched.
Well, that's true, but everybody's got a button.
Everybody's got that night button.
If you hit the button, it doesn't even, as long as it's at least a little stiff, you're going out. You're going night.
And you want to know something like everything, SportsCenter, everybody's gonna highlight what Conor did. But the unsung thing is, if Conor does not land that punch as clean as he did, he might be laying on the canvas.
I'm not going to say might. I don't want to cut you off
because he got caught and he got caught by unconscious Aldo Aldo, whatever. He got caught by an unconscious man, and he still got rocked.
Right. You look at Conor McGregor's face afterwards.
He got cut.
That's a hit from an unconscious man.
Yeah.
So again,
he cut his fucking face.
If you guys didn't see it, I know it's really it's hard to describe, but the two dudes are squaring up. Guy A throws a really quick left hand. Guy B throws a left hand at the same time. It's just the first left hand lands a little quicker. Guy B's left hand is in full effect, and then at the time he gets hit, his momentum carries the punch.
It's like
that punch, even in Aldo's, so he threw that 60% of the punch he threw, he was conscious.
He's right.
The last 40% of the punch was just momentum.
Yeah, it's
and it still made Conor take a step back.
That was like watching two bullets collide on a
There's
fucking
no
battlefield.
doubt in my mind that if Conor didn't knock Aldo out with that punch,
he would have got.
Aldo would have dropped. It might not have knocked
It wouldn't
Conor
have been
out,
that hit.
but it would have dropped.
It would have been the fucking
paint the
comeback
picture.
after that one.
Here, I'll paint the picture. If you, those of you who are fans of Rocky 3, at the end when Rocky and Apollo Creed are fighting secretly in the little gym and they freeze frame at the end.
Perfect.
That's it. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Except for
what
it wasn't.
Except it wasn't even. It wasn't as
perfect.
even.
It was one was.
Yeah. One was
a
got
half
there
a
fast.
second.
Clearly, one person came out on
Yeah,
top.
one got there a half a second, maybe in the milliseconds.
And let's be honest, the second McGregor's punch touched Aldo's chin, Aldo was out.
Yeah.
And his punch still had enough momentum to cut
Hey,
Conor.
he knocked his head back and cut him, man.
Cut him.
He fucking hit him, man. That was a good hit.
There were 3 punches thrown that round.
You're right.
2 of them caused cuts, one of them was a knockout punch.
That
Good
is
point.
incredible.
Good point.
These guys have to
I'm
fight
not
again.
They have
disappointed
to.
whatsoever watching
They
that
have to.
Rockman fight and the McGregor fight. I am 100%
Oh, without
happy.
a doubt.
I had been following Rockman though, like I wasn't really into the pre-matches before the McGregor fight, but for the past month, I've been like religiously checking out every fucking morning, checking Rockhold's Facebook, his Twitter, his Instagram, like whatever the fuck that dude had. Unfucking believable. Without a goddamn doubt, I had Rockhold the entire fucking fight.
You know what's great is that this exact card should be a rematch.
Oh God, what's so? It should
Aldo
be a-
McGregor, even though let's be real,
McGregor's got the
that
momentum.
Rockhold fight was
Shit.
really
They could
good.
have held their own, man. That could have been a title fight for sure.
So I don't know if you guys watched that, but Chris Weidman was the champ. Rockhold was the number 1
Savage.
contender.
Animals.
Past tense. All this is past tense.
Rockhold came in and beat the fuck
Oh,
Let's just say
Weidman.
it's cliche, but he wanted it more, man.
from the jump.
wanted it more.
Rockman?
Yeah. He
Was that
wanted
fight
it
ever
more.
in doubt?
No, I had Rockman the entire fucking time. I knew it.
Absolutely not.
I knew
Absolutely not.
it. He's hungry. He was fucking hungry.
They didn't come out and say it, but we thought throughout the fight that Weidman might have broke his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he blocked that
He caught a couple big kicks with his right hand.
Oh my, they were missiles.
Kicks from Rockman are like getting hit with a goddamn sequoia.
They were
That's not a
missiles.
kick.
Well, that's what people
That's
don't
getting hit with a
understand.
tree.
Even if you like catch a kick, like oh he blocked it,
fucking
doesn't matter.
hurt.
It's shot.
Still
You're
hurts.
absorbing a bunch of
You ever
shots.
get
Yeah.
clipped by a car? It still hurts. You don't need to get hit by that motherfucker. It still fucking hurts. Without a doubt, that was a great fucking fight. Watching Rockhold come out on top was a fucking plus for me tonight.
And me personally, I'm satisfied with what the outcome, how the fight went, and how the outcome went
That was a good one.
with the Rockman fight.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with how short the the big fight was.
Right, if we would have got robbed on 2 fights, that would have sucked. People
Like-
would have been pissed about pay-per-view, but you paid for fucking Weidman, and you got a free fucking show with McGregor and all.
Well,
McGregor
the
and all.
good thing was with the Weidman fight is that after round 3, there was like 30 seconds left in round 3, and Rockhold was on
Everybody
top
should've
of
called
him,
that.
Rockhold, yeah.
beating the fuck out of him.
And they didn't call it.
And
Post-interview, he said he should have called that.
in a normal fight, they would have called it. Everybody that was here was saying,
He should have called it.
you got to call him. But because he's the champ, they didn't call it.
It's a hell of a fucking
But
call.
I still cannot believe that McGregor fight. I cannot believe how that fight ended.
It was almost, but like, I mean, I had McGregor the whole time, but that was the kind of fight. That's a Rousey fight right there.
Yeah.
But even that, but then like 155 dudes at that level, they don't knock you. They're not,
man.
they're not supposed to knock each other out.
You
like
punch
that.
holes through drywall, but you don't knock fucking house down.
But
right?
even after that, it's supposed to be like an accumulation of punches, like after like 3 or 4 rounds.
Absolutely.
And Aldo, I don't know if you guys understand, Aldo was the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
But they say he was undefeated for the past decade.
Decade.
As much pub as
I haven't even been clean for a decade.
I have a 10-year-old daughter.
Right.
As much pub.
Right.
As much pub as Connor gets. Number one, he was the underdog.
Way underdog.
Number two, he was the interim champion, but he was not the full-time champion.
Right.
He is now. And we all thought he would win. We all thought he would win by knockout.
I had McGreggor.
But later on in the fight,
it's not supposed to happen like that.
No, it's not.
No way.
And the thing that gets me is we went over it.
Was it McGregor that we had 4 or 5 or 3, 4, 5 the rounds?
Yeah,
and it fucking won.
Yeah. But
not even a full
thing
round.
that blows my mind. That's why there has to be a rematch. If he would have just caught him with a check hook and knocked him out, and that was it, I could understand being like, no.
Well,
but Aldo's right hand,
he connected.
Dude, that was night. That was night. Keep your butthole tight.
Absolutely.
That's why the same thing with the Ronda Rousey Holly Holm rematch in July. And I'm the same idea.
But even that, man, that was just a thorough ass whooping for as long as it lasted. This was not.
You're right.
This lasted 3 punches.
Yeah, you can't even legitimately say like Aldo got like destroyed because there wasn't enough.
Somebody was just quicker than the other
Enough
person.
didn't happen. If there's only 3 punches that take place in a fight, that doesn't mean someone got whooped. That just means, hey,
it means somebody moved a split second quicker.
Someone hit the button.
Yeah.
Someone made the right move at the right time.
This is why.
And that's why you need to quote McGregor after every fucking fight.
And that's why you don't talk shit on the street.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, I never talk shit.
Had that been a street fight, you already know, knocked out, they're gonna get on top. And Connor landed probably 2 or 3 really good hammer throws.
All right, I got a legit question. Have either of you guys legitimately landed hammer throws in a fucking street fight?
No, because
it's the most invigorating feeling you'll ever fucking feel in your life.
I landed, so we got in a brawl.
Yeah. We talked about
you want to start
about it?
We talked about that last.
The Dayton one.
We talked about that last.
Yeah, we talked about it. Karen had a.
Well, we got in a brawl and. I didn't land any hammer fists, but I don't even remember. It all happened so fast.
Yeah. We got a good brawl. So.
It felt like it was like 10 minutes, but it was
I just remember seeing. I saw Evan. He wasn't getting his ass beat, but I saw people around him. And I saw Chris. So I threw some punches, and I hit somebody. I threw a really strong right hand, and I hit somebody like right here.
Yeah, you you're hitting somebody in the fucking head for sure.
The back of the head.
But it fucking hurt a lot. Like when you hit somebody on the face, there's a little give with the jaw, there's give with the neck. When you hit somebody on the back of the head and they're not exhausted, it's like hitting the wall.
Yeah, because it's.
But again, I was like, I didn't even care about Chris really. My worry was about him, Because when your buddy's in trouble, it's right or die.
I got a buddy fight story.
You fight for the end of the earth. So I threw everything I had behind it, and I promise you that dude the next day was like, fuck, dude, somebody's last.
Something happened back there.
So I went to a private high school, Catholic high school. We had a rivalry with another all-boys Catholic school, and we always fucking brawled at every fucking house party. It's just without a doubt, this has been going on for 20 fucking years. The senior class would always fucking rumble, like every year.
Tradition.
Without fail, yeah.
Tradition.
But it got progressively worse because you get progressively more ratchet as the years progress. So my senior year, we go to this party. Mount Carmel kids are there. Me, a couple of my homies rolled up, and my buddy Steve, who's the 6'8" Mexican. He's 6'8".
Goodness
He's
gracious.
280 pounds.
I
This dude walked onto a D3 fucking football program because he was at the gym. The coach is like, "You need to play football." My buddy's like, "All right."
I didn't even know they made you guys in 6 and 6. You said 6'8"?
He's half Italian. Fuck him.
So he has great genes.
And he's fucking good looking. Did I tell you that? He's fucking handsome.
What's his name?
His name's Steve. He's a fucking cocksucker.
What's his last name?
Zanin.
Zanin? Is that middle name?
No. Anthony. Stephen Anthony.
He goes by Tony.
He goes by Steve.
I'm gonna call him Tony.
He goes by Steve. So this dude's a fucking animal, right? So him and I have had each other's back since like 3rd grade. One of my closest friends. This dude could call me up right now, and I will fucking roll up to Northwest Indiana and bury a fucking body for this dude. Like, he's gone to bat for me more times than I can fucking count. This particular time in high school, we roll up to this house party. We're talking shit to these dudes. These dudes are talking shit to us. Turns into like a 10-on-10 fight, right? Fucking insane. These are high school dudes fucking raging with testosterone and just like chest bumping and fucking bitches. Just terrible shit. So I remember my buddy Steve getting cold cocked.
My wife is not involved in that. That is crazy.
That's amazing.
Let you boot rally.
Just a bunch of thoughts.
So I remember my buddy Steve getting cold cocked just out of nowhere. And I tackled this dude. I remember this guy drove a 97 Dodge Dakota RT. So it was the pickup truck, the RT version.
Yeah.
He had the hood scoop, right?
Nice.
I hit my buddy Steve, and I lost my fucking mind. All right, I'm like, what, 5'6"-ish? I'm 325 pounds now. I was probably even 300 then. Like,
dude,
solid
I'm rolling my goddamn lips off.
So anyway, I see him with my buddy Steve. I fucking hammer fist. I did like the Hulk smash. I took my fucking fist and smacked him in the back of his head, and his head cracked through his fiberglass hood.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember seeing for the next 2 years this dude driving around never fixed his hood. And I'm like, because your fucking face went through it. That's why you haven't fixed that shit. Hammer fisting that motherfucker's head into his goddamn intake. I'd never felt more power in my entire fucking life. And it was the most terrifying thing in the world.
Good for you.
Yeah, fucking life in my hands. That was the biggest, best brawl I've ever been in my life.
Dude,
we all rolled away like smoking cigarettes and went to fucking Baker Square, which
So it
is
was
like
a good night.
Which is like your Waffle House. Yeah, it was a good fucking night, man.
Other than that,
Everybody got our asses kicked. They got their asses kicked. Everybody got the fuck beat out of them.
Other than that one in the Oregon district, I got in a really good one at UD. We were at a house party, and there was probably 4 or 5 of us with me. And my buddy was talking shit because they were playing 50 Cent.
I'm talking shit!
He's like, dude, this music is bullshit.
Right, naturally.
So they're like, dude, if you're gonna talk shit, you gotta go. Like, they were being cool about it.
All right, just don't be a cocksucker here. You be a cocksucker wherever.
This was my roommate, by the way. His name was Palmer Sperry. From Connecticut. Parents are millionaires. Super regular douche.
Right. A fucking
So
bro.
he gets all mad, and we were hanging out with this other dude named Super Guido Justin Galante.
Oh, Jesus.
Slick black hair.
Oh, I think I went to high school with his cousin.
From Long Island.
Yeah, I probably went to high school with his cousin.
So we're with, like, it's me, Palmer, Galante, and like 5 or 6 of our buddies. And Palmer starts talking shit about the music. The people at the house take offense.
Right.
Like, why don't you meet us around the side of the house and we'll settle this shit.
No.
So there's like 6 or 7 of us.
And that's my favorite word to hear.
Right. This was right when I was boxing too. So I was like, dude, I am ready to throw hands.
I'm gonna break some necks tonight.
Well, like I don't have knockout power, but like in a street fight, if you're gonna come at me wide, dude, I'm gonna hit you 3 or 4 times.
And that's gonna be it.
So I think there's like 5 or 6 of us, and there's like 8 or 9 of them, right?
Right.
So we're all arguing. A couple of us are on the side, and I'm talking to some dude on their side, like, dude, this is stupid. We don't need to do this. And Palmer and the dude that owned the house are talking, and they're starting to squash it. Everything seems to start to settle down. And then Justin Galante,
fucking
Super Guido, on our side, picks up a 2x4 on the side of the house, runs up. I'll never forget him pro hopping into it.
Yeah.
His knees were up at his chest. He jumped into it. And he hit this dude in the side of the face. And I'll never forget the dude. I've never seen a human being drop it that fast.
It's pretty amazing.
He melted.
Yeah.
And
they do melt.
And the second that hit his face, I just completely booked it. I was like, "There's nothing good that can happen."
Yeah.
So that wasn't even a ball.
Some people get murdered and shit. That's fun though. I mean, like, as a kid, when you're younger, that shit's fun. Now we're all gonna go to prison for like manslaughter.
It's serious
shit. It's not as fun now, but like back in the day, me and my buddies kicked some fucking ass in high school.
Well, and that's what you realize now. You're like, all right, so here's the options that are gonna happen after this fight. Either I'm gonna knock him out. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen.
Nothing is gonna happen.
I'll feel great, but then I'll feel bad afterwards because I'm not a sociopath.
I never felt.
I mean, kind of.
He'll knock me out, and then God knows if he's gonna kick me while I'm down, he could kill me.
Exactly.
Or I'm gonna knock him out. He hits his head on the ground and dies or gets a serious brain injury. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of dudes nowadays that once you're down, they'll still kick you and punch you.
Yeah, that happens.
Of course, that
I've had that happen to me.
I am strongly against that. I was I was raised.
That's a story for another
when you
time.
fight someone one-on-one for one, none of this jumping BS people do. But when you fight someone head up, you square up, y'all fight, y'all throw blows. Someone falls, someone slips, or you catch them clean. If they end up on the ground, you stop. You give them a chance to get up, or you let them.
Because you're a human being.
Well, no.
That's what I do in that
No,
situation.
like, you don't get on top of them. You don't do it because that's not how I was raised, man. That's not how I was raised. You don't kick them while they're down. You don't jump on top of them. If the fight's over, they'll either be knocked out or they'll stay down.
Or they'll get up and they'll put their hand out like,
yeah, they'll put their hand up like, all right, you know, it is what it is.
But then it's over, man. But then it's over. Then it's a handshake and a hug.
Exactly. Yeah, you hash it out, you go play ball the next day. Exactly.
Yeah, we cool?
Is it settled? Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing about dudes, though. All right, so I got these 7 stitches in my...
Not anymore, man.
All right, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's
not anymore.
It's our
when I grew up, that's exactly how it was. But now it's
I think it's our generation. Yeah, 'cause my generation, your generation. Like, I got 7 stitches in my fucking left eyebrow from a dude named Jeff, who I did not get along with in senior year. I'm 31 years old now. I talk to this dude at least once a week. Like, he's one of my best friends. Like, that's how dudes are. Chicks can hold a fucking grudge, man.
Sure can.
Dudes and I hated this dude Jeff, but we never hung out. Like, if I hated him from like sophomore year up until I graduated, I'm like, fuck this cocksucker. He's a piece of shit. And then one day, senior year.
Wait, were you in the same grade?
No, when he was a senior, I was a sophomore.
So he's 2 years older than you?
He whooped my ass. And he's like 6'8". He's like tall fucking dude, like Andy. He got hell of a reach. He punched me in the face like 8 times and I started bleeding. I got these stitches. So I couldn't do anything. So I tackled him and I rubbed my face in his shirt. That's all I could do. I couldn't hit him in the face. Like, he outpowered me 100%, that's fine. That's the truth. And this one day we ended up going to like senior prom together or some shit like that. We ended up being in the same party. We got super drunk at the house afterwards. He's like, man, I'm sorry for beating your ass. I'm like, fuck you, dude. And that was it. If we would have done that shit 3 years earlier, shit would have been squashed. Because that's just how bros are. Bros are like that.
Well, and it's just crazy
unless you're a psychopath.
It's just crazy how the fight game goes, man.
Yeah.
Like I got in the only time I got my ass truly beat.
Oh God, I got my ass
was at UD. I got in a fight with this black dude, and I squared up on him, and he.
It wasn't the Dark Knight.
No, it was not the Dark Knight, but I was at a black fraternity, and I was there with. I was brought there by.
Hey, you get it?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I was brought there by people. I knew the people that owned the house. I was friends with them. We were cool. And this, like, I don't know what the issue was, but me and this dude had an issue, and I wasn't going to be the white dude that's a little bitch. So me and him squared up, and he clipped me, and he dropped me. But then when I was down on a knee, and I was getting ready to come back up, and I remember he came with an uppercut, and he missed me.
Oh, wow.
And then that's when, like his dudes
held him back.
I was like, no. You don't do that shit.
So
he definitely won the fight, and he could have, it could have been a lot worse. But that's another thing that restored my faith in humanity. It was like, these guys could have easily just jumped on, just let him beat the fuck out of me.
Absolutely.
I had no business fighting this dude, but I'm not a bitch.
Right, that was the thing about me and the dude Jeff. Like, yeah, no business fighting each other. We kind of had similar-ish friends, kind of. Like, we hung in the same fucking circle, right? And I'll respect to this dude till the day I fucking die, because I remember this. I remember him clocking me in the fucking face with a right. Granted, this guy had played on the football team, the Prep Bowl football team, whose the championship rings looked like Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
Hit me in the face, knocked me the fuck out. I remember.
He hit you in the face with the ring?
With the ring, yeah. He never took it off.
Shit.
Kind of shitty, but whatever.
I mean,
I don't get it. I'm not pissed. It was 15 years ago. Whatever. I love this dude now. I don't give a fuck. So he hits me in the face. And I remember slamming on the ground, my head hitting the concrete, and I watched this dude on top of me hawk back. He had the opportunity to knock me the fuck out. Literally, he had the opportunity to kill me. Opportunity to kill me. He didn't. He looked down at me. He was straddling me. That was it. And that moment of weakness is when I flipped him over and I started wiping my face in his shirt.
Yeah.
But man, that dude, I'll never not respect him for that. He's a father now. he's gonna defend his wife and that kid until the day he fucking dies.
Well,
fucking amazing father.
I don't understand how people can get in a fight, knock a dude out, and then still feel the need to get on top of him and hit him or kick him. It's like, dude.
I mean, I get it. You
proved it. You proved it. If he even if you don't knock him out, if you knock him down, if they want to keep going, you let them get up and you keep going.
I get the heat of the moment. 1 or 2 punches, heat of the moment. You don't continue until that guy's face is open.
I don't even get that, man. I was just always, again, I don't have a dad, but with my stepdad and my brother,
you're a human being.
I was always taught that if you're going to square up and fight somebody, if they drop to a knee or you knock them out or you knock them down,
give them a second.
If they want to keep going, they'll get back up. If not, they'll shake your hand and say, all right,
we're good. Some of the best friends I've ever had in my life.
Fights are meant to squash beef.
Right.
Fights are not meant to
continue it.
Seriously injure or kill someone.
No, man. Throw a few punches, prove who's the better man that night, and that's it.
Or just settle a difference.
I don't know how many friends of mine I've gone toe-to-toe with, came to blows with, and that's just how dudes are, man. Like, this might be chauvinistic and sexist. I don't give a fuck.
I got in a fist fight with my...
in the south side of Chicago. That's how we fucking handle business back in the day.
That's how you do it, man. And if I have a son, that's exactly what I'm going to teach him. Is that you fight if you're wronged or you feel threatened. You don't wait. You fight. Absolutely. If you knock dude down, always be first.
Can't wait till you teach Drizzy how to
be
do this
violent.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Be violent. Be first, and be smart. So if you knock them down, you let them up, but you don't let them up if they're going to throw a punch right away.
Exactly. You step back. You do.
You establish dominance.
You do.
And then you allow the day to continue.
And you say, are you done?
Yeah, are you done? You had enough? Are you done? Something. Absolutely.
That's what that black dude kept saying to me.
You done?
Are you done?
I've never been hit like that in my whole life.
My dad never hit me as hard as Jeff Bernard hit me. Never in my life.
He threw it straight right and it hit me right there.
And you ever seen like the commercial, like the cartoon,
the hook,
tweet?
So I couldn't bite down. It wasn't straight on my nose. He hit me like right there, and it just. I can take a punch, man. I've been in a lot of fights. Yeah. I can fight.
Everybody's got that button though.
I'm not talking shit. I'm not saying I can beat everybody's ass, but I know how to fight.
You hold your own.
I know how to take a punch.
Yeah.
But that shit robbed me.
Yeah, dude. Jeff Bernard. I'll say this to the day I fucking die. Jeff Bernard knocked me the fuck out.
You got one? Crazy. I still can't believe that Conor McGregor fight, man.
McGregor's an animal. Holly Holm was the better woman that night. Conor McGregor was the better man this night.
So it's got to be a rematch, right?
Absolutely. Without a fucking doubt. What do you think, Ash?
Wait, no, not yet. We're gonna bring her on. You pull up a song?
All right. So
I don't have it yet.
I think we got a.
We got a guest. We're gonna go ahead.
Special guest.
While we're on topic with our, with this fight thing, I'm gonna go ahead and just introduce my wife.
Wait, before you do that, this is special, man. This is not just a special guest. It's a special guest because this is the first.
This is our first guest.
I mean, there's been people that have dropped by unannounced and said things, but Jesus Christ.
There's a party going on.
White girls trying to get famous.
Yeah, so this is the first. This is the first person that we've actually wanted to have on. So, do you have an intro for her?
Yeah. This is my wife. We're going to ask her about some fights and her fight history, since that's the theme. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce
you have a name you want to go by?
I'd like to introduce you to
Marie.
Right.
Marie, my wife.
Marie.
Is that the one fighting for your soul? All your brothers and one that you're running from, but if you got one for
That's right up there.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
Fuck with me. Oh God. Whoa. Okay, ain't nobody fucking with my click. Ain't nobody fresher than my motherfucking click.
Beautiful. What a great intro.
Like that, yeah. So,
Ashley, how are you?
I'm fine. How about yourselves?
We're great. So we're going to clarify here. It's a very weird situation where.
Well, this is a new thing. We haven't really rolled with this yet.
The Dark Knight calls her Marie.
Mrs. Dark Knight.
Marie.
Do you remember when I first met you? And I didn't. So when I first met her, Evan was calling her Marie, but then she was introducing herself as Ashley.
It's super fucked up.
So I was so confused.
That was my first introduction to Marie as well.
Well, I was calling her Marie, and then Evan was like,
Who?
it's Ashley. Because Evan's the only one that calls her Marie.
Evan's an asshole. I don't know if we've established this yet. Evan is a fucking dick.
So Ashley, Marie, Ashley, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What did you think about that fight? Over too quick? Or just entertaining enough, or what?
No, I mean, it was over too quick. I mean, that punch happened too fast. It should have been, a couple rounds or some kind of entertainment.
So do you think they'll have a rematch?
They probably will.
If you were the dude that lost, just think about this. If you're the dude that lost, there's millions of dollars at stake. You're training for 25 weeks. I don't think people realize this, that this fight was supposed to happen early last year. But Aldo got hurt, and that's when McGregor fought the other dude.
Right.
So this fight finally happens. You're the dude that loses. Almost a year later, you're in the shape of your life. Fight night happens, and then you get clipped. You're gonna want a rematch almost immediately, right?
Of course, immediately, because I'm ready. I'm in my prime.
You're ready, yeah.
I'm ready to fight again.
Let me ask you a question. What's your frame of mind losing like that? What do you think? How would you take a loss like that?
That's devastating because it could have been preventable.
How so?
It's devastating. I mean, hell, he could have had some kind of defense.
Right.
I mean,
but that's true. But I don't think it's as devastating if he would have got his ass beat over like 4 or 5 rounds. Like he got caught.
He didn't take punishment.
Right.
He got caught.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Anybody can get caught. We have no idea what their game plans were.
He really could fight.
The fight was literally. Oh, they both could fight tomorrow.
It was too early to establish each fighter's strategy. It happened way too fast before you could even think about what McGregor planned on doing in round 3 or 4.
Dude, the camera had
round 2.
Yeah, the camera had barely zoomed in on the fighters.
If you watch it live, it looks like fucking McGregor punches Aldo in the goddamn chest.
It does.
And that looks like you got hit with a sequoia tree.
Well, you know what that is? Again, when you punch,
Sequoia reference.
When you punch, there's a lot about strength and shoulders, but it's about how you wrap the punch, man.
Follow through.
So they tell you wrap your punch. It's not just punching like that. It's how you wrap it. And Conor,
you only have so much power from your shoulder to your fist.
Well, and Conor,
when you put it to your foot.
It was a short one, but it had so much.
But he wrapped it right at the right time.
Very well said. Very well said.
Now, Marie, I want to ask you.
Post fight.
We've all kind of dove into our previous fighting experiences. Let's hear some of your
fight game.
Let's hear about your fight game.
Okay,
and feel free to say names. Ain't gonna happen. They want some problems. They don't want these problems.
Just say first names. Don't say like first, last, socials, and date of birth.
If you have that available.
So this bitch.
It'll make for good radio.
5'6", social is.
No, see, I've only been in one fight. It was a girl named Amanda.
It's a ratchet?
Wait. You've only been in one legit
Hey,
right?
hold on, time out. Yes.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Do
Okay.
you? I won't interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Only one fight, but let me tell you something. She was talking mess. She was chirping.
She was what?
All right.
Okay.
You
look.
got it. All
Hold
right.
on.
If you're gonna tell detail,
Caucasian that
what was
shit.
she saying?
She was talking chirp.
No, we know what chirping is, but what was she saying? Was she saying like,
okay,
your shoes don't match? Or
No,
was she saying like,
hell no, hell no.
yo, bitch? No, you're good. No, you're good. Go ahead.
She was chirping, saying that she was gonna take my man. First off, that ain't gonna happen.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Wait, was this in high school?
Yes, high school. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and he puts a lot of stuff in here.
Go on. Keep going.
Okay, yes, this was in high school, obviously before my husband.
Same grade? Were you in the same grade as this girl?
I don't even. Honestly, first off.
Wait, I'm sorry. Same grade?
No, I don't know if she was the same grade or she might have been a year behind me.
Size?
Either one.
Similar
right.
size?
Yeah, similar size. But she kept chirping. She kept saying she was gonna take my man. First off, me and him, we had been together throughout high school. You weren't gonna take nobody, okay? So I told her, she was a texter. So she texted me, she said, when I see you, I'm gonna fight you.
Oh shit.
I said, first off, I'm gonna see you first, and I'm gonna throw some blows on you first.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
Right. So, time out.
Woo, 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 woo. Ash is a fucking savage.
So,
Stab motherfucker.
So I found a family friend. I got my brother's car. We rode up on her at her aunt's house. I rode past her first.
Aunties.
Bonneville. Oh, why Bonneville?
That's why I fucked your bitch,
Right.
Bonneville. Nice.
It would have been better if it was like a.
Is that what you said to her? That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. So wait, give me a size. I'm trying to paint the picture.
She was skinny. She was probably about 5'2", 5'3".
Black girl, white girl.
She was mixed.
Okay, so light skin.
More on the white side. Okay, she recognized her white side more than her black side. Okay, so rode past in my brother's car. We had to scope things out first. I'm not just gonna roll up on somebody without scoping something first.
Of course.
So we rode by. I came full with a block full of folks.
Came full.
Okay.
Did you?
Rolling
Yeah,
deep.
I sure did.
Rolling
Rolling
deep.
deep.
What music were you
Pretty
listening
much.
to?
Why did you do that? Let me ask you a question. Why did you come with the whole block?
First off,
Did you
because-
put makeup on before you went out?
Hell no. I have my finest shoes on.
You take your hair out too?
Were they Skechers?
No, time out.
Were they
Take
Skechers?
your hair out?
Starberries.
Were they
I
You want those tumbleweeds
I
out
couldn't go
Feelers.
home. I couldn't go home and change my shoes. So my best friend Vanessa, we went to her grandma's house.
Grandmama?
Right. And we got some tennis shoes. Some
That's right.
old school tennis shoes.
right.
Right. So we rode up on her.
That's right.
Fight shoes.
Right.
I love that.
And her
Tell
name
them
was
that.
Amanda. She's like, what are you
Fuck
doing?
you, Amanda.
She's like, what are you doing here?
What the fuck
I
your
said,
wife
you
up,
running your
bitch?
motherfucking mouth. I said, I'm here to fight you. I said, you talking all that shit. I'm here. What you gonna do?
Damn.
Square it up on her. I hit her with a 2-piece. This motherfucker turned all the way around.
Wait.
Caucasian
I need.
and
Okay.
two-piece.
Yeah, I know what a 2-piece. It's a 1-2.
You gotta put the
But-
rings-
Left, right, right,
I'll be honest with you.
Right.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Right, left.
So you threw the right hand. Are
I
you?
threw a right, left. This
Right,
motherfucking
left.
bitch spun all the way around. It was like, wait a minute.
Do they both land?
Yes, they both
She
landed.
spun around like
First
"It's
fight.
Tuesday."
For the record. Okay,
For
for
the
the
record.
record. No, for the
I was
record.
gonna valid. I was gonna.
For the
vote you out.
record, I grew up with 2 brothers.
Right.
They taught me how to fight somewhat.
Right. That's good.
Because
Enough.
they knew at some point in time I would come up with a fight.
How
Well,
old-
I felt you're just joke punching, and
How
it's
old
Hell
not.
no. I
It's not a joke.
threw some punches that landed.
And I will. I'll
That
validate.
landed.
I will
Actually, how
validate
old
the
are you?
story.
I'll be 30 in
How old are
May.
your brothers?
They are 12 and 7 years older than me.
Okay, so they've
They've been around. They've been
either already
around.
gotten their asses beat, or they
Exactly.
have done the ass beating.
Exactly.
And I validate the story
Exactly.
because she tells it the same way every time.
Hey,
So-
I
and
was,
so
I was
you
a little
already-
sister. They
Yeah,
taught me.
you already know
They
when
taught me.
they were fucking with her. You're 12 years older.
Yeah, your ass beat.
That's not just like, we're gonna teach you something. That's like,
Right.
hey, we're gonna fuck with you until you fight your way out.
My
of it.
sister,
Right.
my sister's 8 years older than me.
Pretty much.
She used to
Yeah.
put 2 hampers on top of each other and put me in there and tie it up. So I mean, like, I knew what the VC were doing to fucking or POWs. I knew what the fuck they were doing.
Wow, that's deep.
I was living that shit.
Wait, hold on.
That is
Keep
deep,
going.
though.
All right,
That is
so
deep,
you
though.
and
Bitch.
this girl finally square up.
Piece of
Yes.
shit.
Is it just you two, or you said you're with a lot of people?
No, time out. It was a fair fight. It was a fair fight. It was me and
had an
Amanda.
audience, so you had an
I had an audience.
Just in
I
case.
had an audience.
Did she did
No,
too?
they was my road dogs. They gonna be there regardless.
But I mean,
Right?
but you know, just like in case you
Roadies,
get caught and
exactly.
she starts kicking you and shit.
No, not even that.
No, they were.
I mean,
there.
it's a fair fight, so they would have let me got my ass beat to an extent.
Jesus. All right.
To an extent.
Okay.
I'm sorry, if I ever saw somebody
Okay.
hit
All
Amy,
right.
I'd rip the
extent.
fucking beating heart out
To
of
an
her chest.
extent. To an extent. That's the key word,
Tell your
extent.
story.
too.
Tell your story. Tell your tale.
So I hit her with a 2-piece.
Wife tales.
Blah, blah.
Hit her with a 2-piece. She spun all the way around. She said, wait a minute. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? So she called me with one. She slapped me. It wasn't even a punch. She
You can box
slapped
that.
me. She slapped me. She got me down on the ground. I got up. Why this bitch start running when I got up?
Because you're scary? I don't know.
Hey.
Actually, you get out of a chair and I walk the opposite direction.
Hey.
I don't want no trouble, Edge. I don't want no trouble.
I ran after her. Ran
Of course
after
you
her.
did, 'cause you're an
this,
animal.
this family friend, he was like a brother to me. He picked me up, like literally. I'm screaming at
Throw
him.
you over his shoulder, like, no. It's not happening tonight.
I was getting ready to run into her aunt's house. Like, bitch, you ain't gonna get up and run from me. We about to finish this motherfucking
That's
fight.
breaking and entering. That's assault.
Exactly.
That's a felony shit.
He helped me. He helped me, right? He helped me.
This isn't.
So wait, let me ask you a
Moral of the
question.
story: don't fuck with Ashley.
Exactly. I was gonna ask the question. So we were talking about this earlier. If you get in a fight with somebody, it's you and chick, even fight.
Right.
She's talking whatever crazy shit she could talk. You hit her once, and she drops. What do you do?
Kick her. No. While she's down, I'm gonna leave her there. Like they said earlier in the podcast. Hey, if she gets up, she ready to fight again, we can keep going. But I'm not gonna kick nobody while they're down. That's not right.
Now let me ask.
That's not right.
Victory is a victory.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
So she mentioned her best friend Vanessa. Shout out to Van.
What up, Van?
Ooh, girl.
She mentioned that's her best friend.
You know you gotta tell her to listen to this shit now too, right?
Oh, of course.
Get more viewers.
That'd be the viewer 61 right there.
Now, so say
Shut up.
say she's in a fight, right?
Okay.
She's getting beat.
Right.
At what point do you jump in?
Wait. I gotta interject. Is it one-on-one?
It's one-on-one. But she's decisively losing.
Okay.
Like, do you jump in or stop, or do you jump in and help?
I don't mean to interject again, but other girls' friends aren't. It's just one-on-one. Her friends aren't interjecting.
They're there. But they're not interjecting.
And Van's getting her ass beat.
She's getting beat one-on-one.
Okay.
Standing up, or like, is it on the ground, or what? Like, is she just getting hands thrown to her?
She's losing.
Or is this girl like
stand up?
Van's Ronda Rousey and the other girl is home.
Okay.
Either or. Either she getting her ass beat or she just getting beat to like, oh hey, let's stop the fight.
Do you let it happen?
I'm not gonna jump on the other girl, but I'm gonna
pull
pull the other girl back.
There you go.
And she gonna be in a stance like you ain't about to be my best friend.
All right, so are you?
Let's stop the fight.
All right, now, when you pull her off, are you prepared?
To get punched in the face?
Are you prepared to fight? Because chances are it's not going to stop right at that point.
I'll be prepared to fight because then they'd be one-on-one on me and this other girl.
But then there's gonna be other
down.
friends just like you that are gonna pull people off. Yeah. My thing with that, and that's always that's why I ask so many questions, because that is such it's such a slippery slope.
Hey, oh my gosh, it really is.
Like, this is your boy or your girl or your sister, whatever, that's fighting. Yeah. And you don't ever want to see them get beat.
You can't watch it. It's hard to watch someone get
watch. Hey man, sometimes they catch a couple lumps, and like. You can't let your emotions get the best of you, because then you're going to be in a brawl, or you're going to be that douche that's beating up somebody who just had a beef with this dude.
Exactly. You're just
like if I had beef with somebody, and you guys came to back me up, and dude was beating my ass, I wouldn't want you to come in unless like he dropped me and then got on top of me and started hitting me.
That's when I jump in.
That's when I jump in.
That's when I pull him off, throw him off, tackle him. That's when I get him off of you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even want you to beat his ass. I always want you to get off.
I'm right.
I'll try to stop it.
Hold on, Andy, are you done? Are you good?
Yeah.
And if I get back up and I'm like, no, I'm good.
That's when I try to stop it.
Beat his ass. I'm sorry. I would be the one.
So the Spic is...
I've done some dirt,
so the Spic
I'm
is a
alright
dirty
with
fighter.
it.
But see, that's
hence
where...
the name the Spic.
That's where...
I've done some dirt. I've gotten away with dirt.
That's where the youth in this country has gone wrong.
Oh yeah, because you look on
my first instinct is not to murder somebody. My first instinct is to beat the fuck out of that person and teach them a goddamn lesson.
Not even beat the fuck out of him, man.
Yeah.
Win the fight.
And just keep moving.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't need to beat his ass. Hey, prove a point. You're absolutely right.
The second the fight's over, I have no beef with you.
You're right. Absolutely. 100%. It's gone. Absolutely.
But and here's the thing, like
you get a beat to the point of a fight. I keep interrupting.
No, that's how dudes are.
It's just like you see on Facebook. You can look at a bunch of fights. A lot of them go the way we're talking about. The Spic is for. Mick and myself, Dark Knight, are against it. Or we're just head up. Once someone drops, that's it.
That's what he said. He's cool.
But that's
I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
But that's like with Mick. When he talking about, it needs to be a fair fight. on Facebook, you see all this
Oh,
youth
shit
just
talking on
beating,
Facebook.
just beating the shit out of people.
It's
That's
tough.
not
It's tough to
right.
watch. It's
I
tough to
refuse to watch those videos.
Right.
I'm not gonna give them the time of day
I love the videos when
because it's terrible.
Or if you're gonna
Kids
suck,
should not fight like that. I mean,
Yeah.
adults should not fight like that. If you're down, you're down.
but even like that's the thing, man. Like kids, that shows you that
They're not
they're
being
gonna
raised
grow up thinking
properly.
shit's like that's all right.
not raised.
They're
I
not-
wasn't
The
raised.
parents.
I don't- yeah,
That's where it
I
always
guess-
fucking
I
comes
guess
from.
the
Comes from the
raised.
Or
fucking
like
parents.
like sucker
Or
punching
raised
too. That's another thing that gets me. You're gonna sucker punch somebody, knock them out, and then stand over like you're a fucking hard ass.
So how do you
My-
feel about parents?
I was just
How
getting
do
ready
you
to go there.
feel about
That was the
parents
segue I was going into.
I was just getting ready to
rooting
go there.
for their kids and other kids to fight, young
Never.
kids to
My
fight?
dad would never have done that.
Well,
A
I know
parent
he
on the
fucking
side.
Here's how I think about it, and I'm not a parent.
Never fucking.
So I did, again, you got to take my shit at face value. I think that if it were my son, and again, not a parent, I have a dog. That's all I'm going off of. If it was my son, if it was a fair fight, I wouldn't root him on, but I would encourage him to stand your ground, man. You can't let people walk all over you. At all costs, avoid it. But if it comes to it, you need to know how to fight.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying you go out and you solve every disagreement with
No,
fights.
it's not gonna-
Right.
it's not gonna-
I've been in hundreds of disagreements that have just ended up with
Worse.
Just being like, hey man, whatever. You're cool.
I'm really tired. Are you tired? Let's go home.
No, you know what? I think that's. I think that's.
I've been in a lot that also end up in fights, and I've been in some that have ended up in worse than fights. And you don't. There's nothing worse than like we're all good friends,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
So
I don't really like Evan that much.
if something happened, let's say something happened between me and Evan, to the point where I got physical.
Really? That'd take a lot. Don't you think?
Right.
It
I was
would.
thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same
It
thing.
would. But regardless of who won the fight, can you imagine any worse a feeling than that next day?
Oh yeah, knowing that you punch
Thinking
your
about
best
it,
fucking friend in the face.
thinking about it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is a shitty fucking feeling. Absolutely.
Hey, don't. You know how drunk we would get the next day, like apologizing to each other?
You guys would fucking
We
cry.
we
We'd probably jerk each other
no,
out.
there's no probably.
It'd be a really good day. We'd end up going to sports bar.
Yeah, I know. So we should actually probably get a fight.
Let's all make a day out of it.
Just completely ruin that argument.
I know, right?
It's
No, but I wouldn't be able
it
to.
is
I
different.
I
wouldn't
wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't
It's
be
a
able to fight.
generation-
I feel bad when we get into our little tiffs over just
Right.
petty stuff. I feel-
Basketball?
I feel no, I do. I
Football?
feel awful. I'm like, we get into. I'm like, but we have strong
I like
personalities.
it. I like it, and you don't back down. And I don't back
Yeah,
down.
yeah, exactly.
That's why we run into
It's
it.
an unstoppable force. Coming
A movable object.
I have never, and I've never to this point, and I will never hold any of them
I
personally.
never do. I think of it, I'm like, that
guys are
sucks.
so
But then
cute.
we keep it money. We keep
No.
it
For
moving.
real.
You guys are gonna make me cry.
Well, again, we've been literally in the heat of battle together.
True.
We literally did.
Once you spill
That
blood,
solidified it. That
Once you spill
solidified
blood.
it. We was like, you know what? This is
Evan hit somebody that was coming after me, and I hit somebody who was.
he was coming after me.
Evan was like this on top of somebody trying to pull him off a cliff.
Coming after me, man.
This dude was walking up like this to hit Evan, and I hit this dude crossfire. There's no doubt in my mind that this dude, his
He
punch
would've-
was coming
he
for
would've-
Evan.
Oh, it would have landed. I know it would have.
I'm not saying he would have knocked you out or hurt you,
He
but
may have.
he might
his
have put him
punch
in
was
the
coming for
hospital.
you.
He may have. You box, so you know what it's like to
The
get hit-
haymaker, that's a
You know what it's
haymaker.
like to get hit when you see it coming versus when you don't see it coming.
Oh, so
way different.
the ones you don't see coming are the ones that knock you out.
Yeah, I play
Well, yeah.
football. The hit side of
And that's
yeah.
the,
So I
the
can
brawl
imagine
we
when
got
it's
in. Not
fixed.
Evan and I weren't fighting each other, but the brawl that we got in as a unit, that I feel like that brought us closer.
Oh my
because,
gosh, we're so drunk.
I mean, we fought for each other, man.
Bottom line is though,
Cliche, but it is.
it's that brotherhood bullshit. These are your boys. Blah 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 blah. And I think it's different now that we are the age that we are. I'm 31.
Yeah.
You guys are in your late 20s,
Yeah.
early
I'm
30s.
actually 21.
Right. No, the fuck you're not.
26.
Get the fuck out of here. It's like, you 26.
I'm 48.
But
I'm not. I wouldn't have dated
what
a
I'm
21-year-old.
saying is, you
Right.
consider it fucks.
Right.
Is that we are at the age now. We're adults. We have bills. We have responsibilities. We're all fucking married. That's fuck. You guys have kids. Like that's fucking scary shit.
Well, and you also understand that jail is a
Very
real
legitimate threat.
Exactly.
As a heroin addict,
the difference-
I have been dangled the jail bag in
dude.
front of me quite a few times.
The difference between winning
Very
a fight and going to jail is razor thin.
Fucking
It's
murder,
like-
Can I bring
murder
it
and
back to
manslaughter.
kids? Can I bring it back to
Of
kids?
course.
Okay.
No.
I have a 7-year-old boy. And
Logan! Logan.
That dude's
What's
gonna
up,
get
man?
so much pussy
Hey,
in high school.
Go to bed,
You're
man.
about to be in trouble.
He's gonna be slaying.
You
I'm not
are
ready.
in trouble.
Hey,
I'm not ready.
I need
You
to
have
take
no
this
idea.
kid out.
No,
I'm gonna take him
my
under my
only
wing.
thing
those
is,
soft eyes, those cheekbones,
He's gonna
and
be
that
like this.
mouth,
I'm gonna
that
make 2
smile.
points.
Like this, like this.
Personality, man.
I'm gonna make 2 points. Do the whole sex thing with girls.
I guarantee she's gonna make more than 2.
As long as he is respectful to each girl that he talks to
will
and
be.
he wraps up, I'm fine. I'm a nurse. I'm gonna tell him your dick gonna fall off if you fucking
Don't say that.
bunch of girls.
Parenting at its finest.
Your dick gonna fall off, boy.
You don't say that because then he's
No,
gonna
I
fuck
am.
and realize it doesn't fall off and fuck until the end of the world.
No,
Parenting
I
at its
have to tell him the
You know what
truth.
you need to do? You know what you need to do?
I tell him about the
I feel
truth.
really dirty telling people how to parent, and I'm not trying to tell you how to parent.
No, ain't this
I'm just,
fine.
that's
Please
okay.
tell
You've
us
been
how
around
to.
Amaya and loving enough.
Just tell him.
You were talking about like
teach
the
him how
temperature of
to,
breast
just
milk
teach him how to
that
respect women.
Exactly. And that's my thing. Respect
Which you guys do.
women.
You already do a great
Bitches.
job of.
Exactly.
And he does. I can tell he does around Karen. He looks Karen in the eye when he talks to her. But that's the
That
ticket.
kid.
That's the ticket.
You guys are.
I think.
I know.
Teach him how to
He is a
respect.
fucking
But hey.
knockout.
Oh, dude.
Jesus.
Second point. Second
Dropping
point.
panties left and right.
Dude, he's already a
He
good
needs a
looking
little
dude.
lesson from
Stop.
Uncle Mateo. You let me
no,
know. I'll
no,
take him under
trust
my
me.
wing.
He's not gonna need lessons.
He's gonna be slaying thoughts left and right in like
real.
3 years.
Okay,
And you know what's
Mom,
gonna be crazy?
Hey,
Is when he breaks out of that shy thing, but he knows how to use the shy thing.
I'm taking
Exactly.
Drizzy
It's
to
called-
Vegas.
He's gonna do this a lot.
Oh God, got me a boner. God damn.
Mick, Spic, and Dark Knight.
I got news for
Enough
you.
of my kids, of my sons
your
playing
fault.
people.
That is your fault.
Enough.
Logan, listen to this when you're older,
Oh,
man.
I can't wait for him to listen to this. I love that fucking kid.
Go get it.
Go get that pussy, son.
Get it as much as you can, man.
Okay, but
Nice.
to the
There
but,
it is.
but to the theme of the night,
Be
fights.
respectful
Fights.
to
Be respectful
women,
to
though.
women.
God damn it.
Fights.
Okay.
Let's bring it back into fights.
Disrespect your
I've
government, man.
always,
Logan is very heavy-handed.
he is. But I've always taught my kids. Hey, do not start a fight in school. They are 10 and 7.
We're our kids.
Do not
What does that
start.
mean?
Do not start a fight in school.
Oh, their age.
Always,
Right.
Always finish it. Don't start a fight. Always finish it.
Right,
That's
but
what-
if
that's
somebody
what-
comes up to you, hey, stand your ground.
Don't be a bitch.
Do not be a bitch. If you throw the first punch, yes,
Prepare
mom
yourself.
and dad may be mad, but if it's justifiable, hey, maybe you might get past
Here's the
it.
thing,
But
here's the
I
thing.
teach them
Here's the
not
thing.
to throw the first punch. Stand up for yourself,
If
though.
you have to throw the
Yeah,
first
but
punch,
sometimes you
justify
have to
it,
fight,
man.
man.
Yes.
If you have to.
All right,
And
If you have
my
to,
dad-
explain
that's
to me.
That's against your better judgment.
Well,
Explain to me.
That's a
Yeah.
judgment call.
I'm
That's a
open-minded.
judgment call.
I'm open-minded
And
as a
the
mom.
thing about fighting that I never was taught, but I learned really quick, is it's not how well you can fight or how determined you are. It's the ferocity in which you throw those first couple punches.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Because if you throw one punch and then you're like, huh? You might be in trouble.
Right.
But
like
if you
that?
throw a punch and then you're right there on top of them with the crazy eyes, if people don't hurt them, a lot of people are gonna be like, holy shit, I don't want to fight this guy.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
It's
Stand
the-
your
the
ground.
willingness to fight. I'm sorry,
Don't
what
be
were
a
you gonna say,
bitch.
Matt?
Well, I was gonna say no. I forgot where I was going with this, but my dad
Okay,
never.
my bad, man.
My dad's a pacifist, pretty much. He's never taught me how to throw a fight or throw a fist or throw a punch. He got drafted
How to
into
throw
Vietnam.
plenty of
Like,
fights.
it wasn't his. It wasn't. He was never like one to go and be gung ho for his country. Like he got forced to do that shit. He's not any less of a man for it, for sure. Like he
Of course.
went and fought for his country.
Yeah.
Did what he had to do during Vietnam, but
Less of a man. He's
That-
more of a
He
man.
did
for
too.
that.
that man never taught me how to throw a punch because he was so in his heart, so dead set that I would never have to in my entire life. It just wasn't a thing that he had to teach me.
Really?
I had to learn that shit on my own, man.
Well, and that's the ideal world, right?
It
It's
is
to
the
raise
ideal
your
world.
kids into a place where they
my
don't
parents
have to.
wanted a utopia for me.
But you have to teach them, man.
You do.
And that's the thing, man. I didn't grow up with my dad.
He
but-
regrets it now.
But Keith,
Or
my
else I would've got
stepdad,
stabbed in the chest.
he would teach us how to fight, man. He'd be like, I'm gonna teach you how to fight, and he would just slap us open hand in the face and be like, come hit me.
Right.
There you go.
As a
You gotta
girl,
learn how to
fight
fight.
on
You
my
gotta
own.
learn how to be uncomfortable. You
That's
gotta learn how
pain.
to eat a shot.
You gotta learn how to live in pain.
And you gotta learn how to throw shots that are smart.
Yeah.
Because if you see all these people that get all these street fights, they make me laugh because these dudes like white dudes will just go in and just throw like helicopter
And then black
punches, or
dudes will
black
lean
dudes
back and
they'll
pull
pull
their
their
pants
pants
back.
up and lean
Go like
back.
this.
And
Right.
yeah.
That's it.
No. Nope. you tuck your chin, you bite down as hard as you can.
You should prepare to get hit.
You walk forward, you
should
throw
prepare to
straight
get hit.
punches, and you punch hard as fuck.
Absolutely.
Every time you're going to go into a fight, prepare to get hit by a freight train. Because you don't know if that dude's big, if that dude's little, it doesn't matter.
If you go into a fight thinking you're not going to get hit, you're going to get knocked out.
You're going to get fucking knocked
You're
out.
gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, for real.
You know what? Here's something else, and I can talk about this because I'm living it. But you know, you mentioned teaching your son. The hard part is being a dad and teaching your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! That's why I bought a gun.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly why I bought it. Kira was turning 13.
Amaya's a different breed.
Yeah, she's heavy-handed.
Amaya's a different breed.
She's very
I
heavy-handed.
felt them too.
Because
She's very heavy-handed.
So wait, she's how old?
She's 10.
she's 10.
Are you gonna let her? Do you think like pepper spray? That's a really good idea.
You want a
Is
butterfly
it?
knife?
Why?
Not
Why?
right now.
I-
Not right now.
No, of course not right now.
Why
But
though?
I got a good butterfly
when she
knife.
gets older,
It's only
pepper
sharp on one
spray.
side.
If you
So she can
discharge
open
it
without cutting your hand
appropriately,
and stab someone.
it is absolutely debilitating.
I agree.
So
I
and
agree.
it's super,
I agree.
it's super portable. It's super easy to get to. Like, God forbid, I don't want to put it in your head, but God forbid she's in a situation like that.
I agree.
It's not something that takes a lot of work to get to.
I agree.
She could pull it out, get a spray in dude's eyes, and then that's it. She's good.
I agree.
Because-
But I think I'm 29. I'll be 30 in May.
She means.
But
40.
I feel like,
You're old as fuck.
my dad, he fought my fights for me. He was my dad. Don't mess with his kids because
Oh, yeah.
hey, Papa Bear come out.
Papa Bear.
That works, but that's not always going to work.
But-
You're crip. He's crip.
but
He's got that sweet
but
mustache.
that's when my brothers came in though.
Yeah.
They knew, but okay,
And
as
she's older than
Amaya,
Logan too, though. Man.
But as
She's
Amaya
not-
being
she's not
10.
going to have that.
But as Amaya being 10, I completely understand where you're coming from with pepper spray. But Amaya, you know what she says? I'll hit him in the balls.
That a girl.
But again,
I'm talking about just fighting girls. I wasn't talking about boys.
I know, but to him,
yeah,
if
but again,
the-
sometimes
the
that
debilitated
doesn't
man.
work. No, when it goes to fighting girls, you throw hands. You don't cheat.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
Their
again,
fucking face.
and as much as I say, again, I'm not trying to put evil thoughts because I can't.
No, not at all.
I can't even
The
imagine.
world's evil.
But if she ever gets in a situation where punching balls doesn't work or dude's being really aggressive and a lot bigger, again, pepper spray is easy to get to.
I'm gonna teach my
There's
stuff how
nothing
to
you have to do. It's just
cut carotid.
Absolutely. You have to
How to cut the femur artery.
you have to
in the
teach a
karate.
kid how to defend themselves because
not
if you don't, you're
my
just
little girl.
crippling them.
My man.
You are
My little
crippling a
girl.
child if
Fucking
you
right.
if you do not.
Well, and you're doing them a disservice, man.
Yeah, you're just crippling them. Like don't do everything for them.
And a lot
you
of
end up
people
with
are
a
like-
spoiled brat.
Well, and people are like, oh, if you teach them how to do that, it's going to lead to violence.
I
That's not
agree,
true at
but
all.
that's where me and my husband disagree. He'll be the one behind my back
I'm
saying,
sorry.
"Hey, Amaya, you need to do this. I know your mom said this. That's a good idea, but hey, here's alternative."
No,
that's
it won't-
him.
it won't-
That's not in a bad way.
I'm not.
That's not in a bad way
She
at
can get a
all.
little pepper spray holder
Exactly.
in a nice little pink case.
Little pepper spray goes a long way, man. Believe me.
Let
I
me
got-
tell you,
I got
I've been
tasted
sprayed
pepper spray
before.
It's perspective.
And there is
it's not when you're back.
nothing.
It's perspective.
There's nothing
I
that'll
saw the video.
stop that shit.
I saw the
How old is
video.
she?
So bad.
How old
Well,
is she?
get her a butterfly knife and teach her to be super quick with that.
Just turned.
She's okay right now. She's fearless. That's what's fighting.
Yeah, again,
Yes, she is.
If I'm trying to preach to you guys,
Evan, can you
I'm not
say
trying
that
to get.
again?
I already said it twice.
You're not trying to
She
tell somebody
is.
not to.
She's fearless.
Well, I'm not trying to give people advice when I don't have kids. I hate that shit. I'm not trying to do that.
But we
I'm
like your advice, though.
We
I
good.
know.
Yeah.
It's your advice.
Fuck you, Evan.
I'm just saying,
Cocksucker.
Wife's better anyway.
if it were me, say wrap it up.
Yeah.
I guess not.
About time.
I feel like we got a good flow going, man.
All right,
I
let's keep it
agree.
going. Keep it going then, man.
I agree, Mick.
I don't know how long we've been doing.
Our special guest is killing it, man. I think we're doing
Thank you.
great. Special guest. Holy shit, it's an hour.
About an hour.
That's not bad.
Probably good.
They'll probably listen because this is a good podcast.
You want to kill it?
Because Ashley's on it.
Thank you.
You know what's really great about this, man? We just went on,
This is where
but
we
we
do
had
our
a great,
best
we had a
work.
great topic.
This is where we do our best work.
Yeah, we had a great topic. I want to fight somebody now, man.
I don't want to fight anybody. I'm too old for that shit.
No, we ain't too old.
If I'm
You're 31.
going to fight somebody, I'm going to end
almost 30.
somebody's
We ain't too
life.
old.
That's pretty
It's not worth it.
I know.
That's great. It's not worth it now. I almost got in a fight at the Bengals game last year. I smell weed out there.
I
I
do
almost
too.
got in a fight at a Bengals game last year.
Y'all crazy.
And it clicked. That's when it clicked. And I was like, here's the outcomes.
Prison, death.
You're going to knock this dude out.
Home.
That's it. You feel good, then you feel bad the next day. Or you knock this dude out, he hits his head, cracks his skull on the concrete, dies, you go to prison for 25 years.
Yep.
Or dude knocks you out and you become a vegetable.
Wow. That's
So
deep.
even in the best situation where you knock dude out and that's a clean knockout, that's it, nothing bad happens.
That's life, man.
But then you
take
still
that
feel
gamble
bad
with
about it.
life.
Yeah.
You take that gamble with life.
As a human being, you do feel bad.
But
I
then
don't care.
that's why I
Why do
don't
you take
fight.
that gamble? Why do you take that gamble with life? Can you
Are
elaborate on that?
Wait, are you saying go for it and fight?
Yeah, man. I've never backed down from a fight.
I've never done it, but the older I get, the more I'm like,
Oh, the older
Do you
I
really
get,
wanna fight, man?
the more I walk away from
I
it.
got work tomorrow. Just
Can I add
We
in
almost
on
got into
that?
a fight at Miami Valley
Can I
Sports
add
Bar.
in on
Remember that he called all of the girls
Can I
fat?
add in on that?
I mean, talk.
Like, I didn't want to bang any fat
Oh.
girls anyway. We went to Miami Valley Sports Bar. This is like 6 months ago. And some fucking dude was talking shit.
no, that wasn't a sports bar. That was
Yeah, it
at,
He was outside a sports bar.
that was at King's Table. Are you sure?
Positive. It was outside. Because it was this fucking nerdy ass dude talking shit. Like, he kept hugging. He hugged Abby.
Jade, dude, that was outside of King's Table.
No, this is a different one. I swear to God, Andy, this is completely different.
Are you sure?
Is that Miami Valley
Was
Sports
I there?
Bar? Yeah, I think so. Maybe later. Not at this moment. So it was like me, Abby, Rachel, Jade, Mindy, like Liz, like we're all sitting around a table. Some dude was like hugging on Abby and hugging on Rachel. I'm like, hey man, like those are somebody's wives. Like, you might not want to do that. He was like, well, whose? I'm like, well, mine. I'll end your life here if you want to do this. I mean, and then he popped his collar and said, Mayweather. And
Yeah,
he walked away.
I was there.
Yeah, and he walked away, and I'm just like, I can't beat the fuck out of this dude.
Well, I
It's
remember
like beating up a retard.
I looked over, like I was talking to you, and I said something to somebody else, and I looked over, and you went from like Matt's always just got like a jovial look on his face. He's easy to talk to, and I looked over, and your eyes were slooped, your forehead was wrinkled, like you were not, and I was like,
in the 10 seconds you went from this conversation back to mine, I thought of 57 or 58 different ways to end this fucking guy's life.
That's what'd you just call him to?
What?
What'd you just call him? You said this so-and-so guy.
Dudes? Piece of shit? Cocksucker?
No, you called him something, and that's exactly what you said that night, too.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Remember the guy outside of Jade's birthday?
Yeah, he was a cocksucker too.
He was like, Jade was like crying and shit. Jade was
super
she
drunk.
was fucked up.
All
She
over the
had
place.
so many shots, and then she was like crying and shit. And he was over there trying to console her, and he was like, which I mean, it's admirable.
He was trying to
And
fuck
then
him, too.
and then Jade was like, no, I'm good. And then he like was like, no, you need me. And then Jade was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, no, you need me. And then Matt and I like saw that Jade was pushing him. Yeah, and we walked him over there, and we're like, all right, bro, time to leave. He's like, all right, bro, stop, bro, go, bro. Like being
Detective
super
bro.
super douchey. And we're like, dude,
Cocksucker.
you don't want that shit. That would have been the one where I would have no problem.
Right.
Fights are scary though nowadays.
I mean, yeah.
not even nowadays. Okay, my first job it was maybe 11 years ago
We're at
at Myers, and I had met this older
Middletown.
lady. It ain't ghetto Middletown.
what were you doing?
Anyway,
Sorry, we only because we talked about. Have we talked about first jobs yet?
Yeah.
Last one.
We've talked about them before. What did
Get
you
in
do
there.
at your job?
I was a cashier.
Cards.
No, I didn't do cards. So I was a cashier at Myers, and
Like
there was
full time?
yeah.
Fuck.
After school, 5 to 9.
Dude, I would kill myself. if I
5
did
to
that
9.
shit.
No, I had to do that to get my first car. But anyway,
I mean, that's good for you ever having a work ethic.
Yeah.
Spoiled Beezy.
no, not sport. I had to get
Good for you.
first off. Different subject,
Tell
but
your
we
tale.
gon' right.
Tell your
Different
tale.
subject, but I'm gonna tell my tale as my husband said.
Remember when I drove your car?
Yes, I remember, but that wasn't my first car. Anyway, there was this lady there at Meyer, and like I said, this was 11 years ago. She had a scar going from her bottom of her eye all the way down to her chin.
Knife fight.
And exactly. I asked my mom, I'm like, hey, this is an older lady. I'm not saying my mom's old, but I asked her, I said, Mom, what happened to this lady? And she told me. She happened to know what happened. She was a pretty young lady.
No, keep going.
She was a pretty young lady.
How old?
Well, I mean, I was, 15 or 16? She had to been in her 40s.
Man,
She was in her 40s.
This
11 years. About 11 years
Jesus Christ, this is like the late 70s, man.
10 or 11, I said.
if you were 15,
Did they have CDs back then?
Anyway.
It's man.
Clearly back in VHS time.
I know, right?
Yeah, right.
The land before time.
You did a good
But
job.
she had got cut in a
Shake
fight. And I remember
That's on you, my
Mick
friend.
and Spic, you guys talked about being in a fair fight and it being scary.
Yeah.
And even back then, 10, 11 years ago, a woman, these girls were jealous of this woman and got cut on her face because they were jealous of her beauty.
Yeah.
Like, that's scary.
They do that shit in the Middle East. They'll throw acid on like people's faces and shit.
Yeah, man. Like, people are fucking unpredictable.
I'm trying to teach my kids, hey, a fight may not be worth it because a girl may have a pocket knife,
That's why I
may
like
have
being
a
a
gun.
sociopath. I don't really give a fuck what happens.
You a
That's why-
sociopath? Is that
Yeah,
what
it
you
works
said?
pretty well.
Well, and that's why it's so crazy to me to think about raising a kid. It's like exactly what you said. You got to be like, you don't want to engage because they might do that, but then
Yeah.
you're like, at some
But
point
you
you
don't wanna
have to
give in.
engage because you don't want them to think you're a little bitch.
I
But
think
then you
everybody,
can't go
all
out there
kids
and
should learn
break
BJJ
your
for
shit.
sure.
I would love to put my kids in martial arts.
BJJ is
Just
what
the basics.
Boxing or
Boxing.
Just
jiu-jitsu
the
or something.
basics. Right, exactly.
I think Logan-
Anything to help.
I think Logan would do really well in either boxing or jiu-jitsu.
All Logan has to
think boxing
do
would be
is
good for
put a little water here and go like this. And then like, he's good. It doesn't matter what he
Boxing would be
does.
really good.
I think boxing would be great and jiu-jitsu too, man, because he'll get to roll around and he'll
You
learn
get that person-to-person
he'll learn-
contact to learn what is deadly and what isn't.
Yeah, so he can destroy me at home. I
What's
think not.
submissive and what's you'll be
I think
fine.
not. He already thinks he can rip my head off.
Fine.
At least some,
In his words,
at
break
least
my head
some
off.
beginner. I mean, again, I can't give them like professional boxing classes, but I'll teach
I've been
them a
trying to
couple
talk
things.
Rachel into taking
Andy,
BJJ
you gave
class.
me boxing classes.
Yeah,
You
and then
remember?
and then you turned over and punched me in the arm and almost broke my shit right after Edmund hit me.
She gets it honest.
Sounds about right. It actually hit me earlier. And
She's
it's
a
like,
word.
sounded like it felt you hit me with a
You
rock.
got a closer?
Hey, I'm
Tiny little
ready.
fist of fury.
No,
When it's
all
time to
you,
fight,
man.
I'm ready.
I know you are, bro.
When
You
it's
got-
time
you
to
got one?
fight, I'm ready.
Hey
That's
man,
what my girls at.
all right, I think we're good, man. That was a long one, but how long was that? Goddamn, over an hour. I think we got a lot covered. Anybody have any closing arguments?
I'd like to say it's about the holidays. It's gonna be kind of gay and sappy. I'm really happy I know you guys. I'm really happy. Like pretty recently, that Evan and I have been hanging out with Ashley. Bye, Scott.
See, Scott.
People from work. I met some amazing people from work. I came in here like 3 years ago, not knowing anybody from LA, from Chicago, didn't know a single fucking person. Now I feel like I have kind of a family. It's a nice feeling. It's kind of gay. Go fuck yourself. Blue cheese, not ranch.
No,
Fuck your
man.
mother.
Hey, I feel you, man. I'm
Light ranch.
not to get all sentimental, but
I love you guys, man.
I was telling,
We have a great group of fucking friends.
dude,
man.
I was
It's fucking
telling Karen, man, like in high school, I had like 3 or 4 like really true friends.
Yeah, you got a couple ride or dies for
And
sure.
then like in college, I had like 1 or 2.
Falls off.
But now, like between you and Evan
weird,
and
isn't it?
Justin and Troy, like I have a really good foundation of friends.
And we're
then
pretty
all
opposites too.
And then all these other friends, man. So like,
Good.
I like
Like
I like the
between-
mix of us though.
yeah,
That's
man.
funny.
Like
Like,
between
me,
you
you,
and
Troy,
you and Evan and
Justin.
Troy and Justin.
That's
you
a
guys,
weird mix of people.
You got
Yeah,
good spread. Yeah.
And all the ladies get along too. It's so
It's
good.
true. Yeah,
so
Rachel,
we're in a really
Karen,
good.
Anna, they all get along.
As long as we can stand each other,
Actually,
man,
you don't
we're
count. You
in
get along with everybody.
a we're in a really good spot, man. To be completely honest with you.
I like it, man.
I have been in worse spots in my entire life. I'm eternally grateful for the friends I've met in Ohio, which is kind of fucked up because I hate Ohio. Believe me, I'm sorry. Y'all are fucking awesome, but I miss LA through and through. But I've never met friends that have meant more to me quicker in my entire life through my 20s and 30s, living in Chicago. So.
I completely agree with you. Vanessa, she been my ride or die since high school, but with the whole couple friends, I love them to death.
I know, isn't it crazy?
I will back them up.
Well, and it's super rare.
Anything.
It's super rare to have like 4 guys that are friends, and then everyone or 5 guys now. You're part of the crew now, man.
Well, and their wives like each
Everybody gets invited.
And their wives like each other. That's a big thing.
The wives like each other?
But it's not just the wives. The wives like each other. That's a big thing. But all the guys like all the wives, and all the wives like all the guys.
I don't know. Ashley's kind of...
We all can go out. We can all go somewhere. Just hang out. It's wonderful. I like it. I love it.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, and I like how we all have our own little thing. Like me and Evan. Sometimes we butt heads.
Yeah.
We probably butt heads more than anybody in the group.
Worth it.
But
probably.
I agree, but you guys are okay. You
but
guys
I love
get
you,
along.
man.
It's our personality. That's all it is.
That's just how dudes
Well, and that's how it's never personal. We're both ultra competitive.
Get that dick out your mouth.
I love you, man. Matt, I love you, dude. I'm really glad, Ashley, I love you. I'm really glad we started doing this shit together,
This is
man.
a lot of fun.
I think we got something here. I really do.
Thanks for having me as a guest.
I have a lot of therapy that gets out.
I do too, man. I always feel clean after I talk.
Actually, you are always welcome.
And we have a group of people. We have a group of people that want to listen to it.
You're right. We have a good group of
And
people.
again, you never know, man. I'm gonna create a Facebook page for this shit.
That's a good idea. We should do that.
You need to do that ASAP.
I'm gonna start
Let
liking-
me tell you something,
I'll
because
tomorrow.
these podcasts are really good.
Thank
From
you.
a girl's perspective, these podcasts are really good.
You start
really
liking
good.
other people on Facebook. They listen to it.
Slowly but surely.
You never know, man. I'm not trying to get famous off of this. I just want people to hear our voice. I think we have something to say.
I'd like to not work for the rest of my life.
That would be cool, but I think we have a good.
I think you guys should get famous.
That would be great.
That's a good goal. That's a strong
But
goal.
I think we got a good.
Money,
I think we got a good voice, man. I think we talk a lot of shit. We say some terrible things, but I think we have a pretty decent.
We
message.
can all back up our shit talking though.
Yeah. So, good night, guys, man. 2 podcasts tonight. We'll get them up as quick as we can. Great fight earlier. Anybody have anything else you want to say?
Yeah! Great fight, McGregor fight.
We'll see you guys next
Rock
week.
holds the shit.
Yeah.
See you next week. Thanks for coming out.
We'll do next week from the Pajama Party.
PJ party next week.
What's whole household?
Bad chips like Nazareth. I'm fucked up, homie. You fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.